What's up, you guys? Come on in. Come on in real quick. It's a quick one. I have a ridiculous amount of errands to run today. A lot of people waiting on paperwork, so I'm trying to do a little bit of everything right now. So, come on in. Let's talk. Because this is going to be a good one. Because I think it's important. Again, in the effort of me talking about influence and people being leaders, I am very clear on, a lot of you message me every day. Hey, who are you using for this? Who are you using for that? And a lot of times I don't respond, or I'll say book a consult, or I'll say whatever, right? And here's why. If I sit here daily saying, oh, I work with this person or that person, this person. One, you haven't built any kind of connection to that person. They have no obligation to do anything for you. Can I make that clear? If I'm working with said me and A and B work together, right? Whatever. And then you come over and say, well, can I work with A and B? Well, sure. But you have done no work to build a relationship there, and they don't give you the answer you want, then you mad. Well, Erica, why are they working with you, but they won't work with me? You haven't built a relationship. You haven't built a foundation. They don't know you, and they're not obligated to work with you. Prime example, many of you daily ask me who I use for banking, who I use for this. I've already told you it's in the funding course. Okay, who do you use for that? I've already told you. You know what I mean? Right? It's not even about affiliate marketing money. It's about me protecting you, because some of you, not all, not you who love me, right? But some of you are lazy and you'll literally hop with somebody. Now, let me just give you a peek, but not the whole story. The company I left, they did some shady shit. But because some of you were so like, well, Erica working with them, I'm going to go work with them. Now you stuck over there calling me like, oh, what should I do? I didn't tell you to go with them in the first place. You dig? Trust but verify. Google, ask some people. See, but when some of you try to sneak around something and somebody was like, well, I saw a picture of their logo on one of your trucks in one of your old videos, so I went and called them. Okay, and now you stuck. That's really what it's about. You stuck. So when I tell y'all I don't recommend people's businesses unless they done did 3 to 6 months of quality business with me, there's a reason for it. Okay? Because then you come back to me like, well, Erica, I'm working with these people and I didn't tell you to do that. Don't put that on me. You grown. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying not to be disrespectful at all to anybody, but a lot of times y'all always just copying. Like, I get so many phone calls where people pay consultation to speak to me because they went and copied their cousin. They went and copied this person and it didn't work. Well, honey, you was copying. You weren't Googling. You weren't studying. You weren't... How can I say this in a nice way? There used to be this rule called the 10,000 hours, where you would just study and hone your craft for 10,000 hours, right? And LL Cool J was on an interview and he was making fun of some of these Spotify rappers. He's like, yeah, you was clowning my album that only sold 300,000 copies, but you can't even get 13 people to listen to your song on Spotify or whatever, you know what I mean? And so I was laughing. He's like, it's not so easy, right? A lot of people think, well, I'm just going to hop on YouTube and I'm going to do it and it's going to pop. Okay, and now here you are. Hey, Erica. Yeah, that's what's up. Come call me. Come call me. Right? A lot of you have not put the hours in, and a lot of you have not worked on your networking skills. So you want me to basically hand you a list of everybody I work with so that you can duplicate what I've done, and you can't do that because, one, you're not me. That's the first part, right? Number 2, you haven't built that relationship and rapport. Number 3, the other day I had to correct somebody. I didn't want to get wrong with them. I had gave them my number because they've done thousands of dollars in business with me. They handed my number off to somebody who spent no money with me. When that man called my number, my private number, I was like, who's this? Who sent you this number? Who gave you this number, sir? Because you ain't in my records spending no money with me. You ain't in my records for no consults. So somebody had to personally give you my number. And we don't do that over here. So first, this is what you can do. You can go over here and you can buy a console. Or 2, you can go back and tell your friend, hey, Erica was rude. But the fact remains is that's not protocol. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying? And literally, he expected to be on the phone with me for an hour for free. I kid y'all not. He was like, well, he told me that you could do. I don't care what I do for him. He's a paying customer. And I'm gonna get with him and talk with him about sharing the number, okay? But for you, I don't know you. I'll gather him, but I don't know you, okay? So, again, when I make jokes about people needing to know DM protocol and how to talk with people and how to build relationships, I am slam busy with work, right? But I had to bring my manager on early. So hopefully he can come on a week early and get things rolling this week. Why is that? Because 1 or 2 millionaires asked me to do what? Hey, come meet me out in Atlanta. I'm going to come talk with you. I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to break bread with you. Let's talk about some activities, right? Some projects. Then a millionaire called me from Las Vegas. Well-known person. If I told you their Instagram, you'd be like, what? People be watching you. So be consistent and be respectful. Do you see what I'm saying? And so when that person called me, now I got to open up the schedule and do what? Fly out to Las Vegas. You know, I was on the fence about Grant Cardone 10X, but now we got the 10X for real. Okay? And so why would I, who've built years of honing my craft, years of doing YouTube where nobody was watching, years of working hard, I'm just going to throw in your lap every single thing I know in 20 minutes. That's not realistic. And it doesn't do you any favor because you don't know how to build up rapport with people. The reason I'm so well at reading people and situations is I've done 6,000 paid phone consultations. Do you know how many times I've heard a story and I'm like, man, I heard a story 100 times. But I listen to them. I let them speak and do the consult call. Do you see what I'm saying? So look, in the DMs, I get it. This week, y'all saw the trucks. You see, you like, oh, I'm counting her money, you know, and doing all this stuff. Don't exhaust yourself doing that because that does nothing for you, right? That does nothing for you. And don't come into DMs and ask for, like, never talked to you before, never met you, don't know you from Adam. Hey, Erica, can I get A, B, and C? What? I don't know you. No, I don't know you, right? So, exactly. Yeah, they might give you a bad name trying to skip steps. That's just everybody, right? When people try to make shortcuts a part of who they are, I don't want no parts of those people. Right? Because they're trying to shortcut their way to a journey they're not even built up for. Now, you guys know if you watch the channel, I'll make a joke. If your life is a dumpster fire, why are you talking about business credit? You can call Credit Irene. I did a video with Credit Irene about that, where people's whole life is a dumpster fire. There's no stability, but they want to jump out and do new things or raise $1 million and do this and that. Honey, first, let's get you together. Okay? We got to build that foundation to get you together. This has not happened overnight. Your girl done got gray hair, been out here so long doing this. You dig what I'm saying? I've been out here so long on these phone calls. I've had, ever since I got the authority, over 350 phone calls in a week. So when people say, like, I want to do what you do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You haven't studied it and figured it out and did the math and go, oh, well, I mean, the numbers equal this, so I'm going to do this. You dig what I'm saying? You're watching from the outside in, and anybody can make their life look glamorous from the outside, okay? All right? So that was my little, PSA for today. I just wanted to share that with y'all. So that, when you call me or you book consults and I don't give you someone's name or I don't give somebody's information to you, you're not in your feelings because that's not what it was about, okay? You did? Right? All right, I just wanted to make sure we all on the same page. They want the glory, but none of the struggle. I'm telling you, listen, there's a lot of people teaching that you can do something and it's not going to be that hard. You can work on a side hustle in your part-time. You can do this in your part-time. Let me tell you something. Whew. What I really want to tell y'all, and I don't want to bump anybody's courses or knock anybody off their pedal, because all respect, everybody out here is doing it, grinding. There's enough for everyone. But when you start endeavoring in any of these things, whether it's trucking, real estate, investing, stocks, it becomes you. You change. What a lot of y'all want is to remain exactly the same, doing the exact same thing you're doing, eating the same exact food, and expect 100% change. And I'll start with myself. Listen, I want to keep eating the same food, cutting up, drinking. And guess what? It ain't going to make this weight come off when I work with my personal trainer every week. You got to change, okay? You change. Every bit of you is changing. There's nothing about, like, you're not going to eat pizza and tacos every day and get a six-pack next week. That's not how that works, okay? You're not going to sit in your house every day and then all of a sudden Mr. Right comes to your door and knocks on it, okay? That's not how that works. You got to change, okay? I know people don't want to hear that. That's unpopular. That makes people upset. But just like when you come into the DMs and ask me for something, you're not even ready for the change you're asking for. Does that make sense? You guys are not even ready for what you're asking for, because it's not going to be like a little 10-minute thing. Well, on the weekend, and this book, I love it, but even the owner says, 4-Hour Workweek, I love this book. This is the extended version. Tim Ferriss lives in here now. He lives in Austin. He says he hates that title because if you really read the book, there was a period where he worked 80 hours a week and then shaved it down to 4, right? But even in real life, he says he still works about 40 hours a week. And see, people don't want to hear that part, okay? They want to hear, I'm going to do something in my part-time for 10 hours a week, and I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to wholesale for 2 days a week and be a millionaire. Listen, go look at some of these wholesaler pages. They live this. They live this. They drive every day looking for houses. They're driving for dollars. It's a part of their conversation. People bring offers to them because it becomes part of who they are. Nobody wants to work with a part-time real estate agent. Nobody wants to work with a part-time wholesaler. And nobody wants to work with a part-time anything. Because it's not who they are. You dig what I'm saying? If it's 100% of who you are, you're going to change. Right? You're not going to be Joe Plumber and then wholesaler on the weekend and I'm going to still plumb every day. No, you will eventually become not Joe the Plumber anymore, but Joe the wholesaler. Because it becomes every day. It's a part of you. You change. So again, for the week, for the record, for those of you coming in, getting mad with me because I won't give you everybody's name. I told them I'm thinking of making a whole list and going to sell the list for $20 or something of all the affiliates, right? That I'm thinking of, but I probably won't do that because everybody get mad at me because y'all will flood their DMs disrespectfully like you do me. You have to realize this is a growing, changing thing. If you decide to tiptoe into trucking, if you decide to tiptoe into wholesaling, you decide to tiptoe into real estate, you decide to tiptoe in, you become invested and change with that process. You will not be tiptoeing. You will not get one answer and it solves all your problems. The other day I was in a truck. Now, trust, I already told y'all I don't drive trucks. That's not ever been my decision to ever drive a truck. But I had to turn something on and do something. I'm like, what is this? I had to call somebody. I had to phone a friend. Because it's not just a little, you're not going to just dump, you're not going to own 12 trucks and not know something, okay? You're not going to own real estate in Detroit and not know something about Detroit. You're not going to go try to own real estate in Cleveland and not know something about Cleveland. You can't just say, well, I'm going to just put some money over here and don't call me or concern me about anything. You're going to be invested, okay? Who is Stevie? Who is this? Why are you clicking that button, Stevie? So anyway, that's just want to share y'all today. That was it. I mean, I'm done. I'm off my rant. But please don't get in my DMs asking for people's names and numbers and contact stuff. Because why would I do that? Why would I burn a bridge with somebody giving them their personal number to you? Why would I give what I do to you? With no relationship here. DMs are not relationships. I know the internet's fooled y'all that you can just hop into anybody's DMs, which is true. You can hop in Mariah Carey DM tomorrow. Don't mean you're going to be best friends with Mariah Carey tomorrow. Okay? Just got to build it up. Got to build some rapport. Money Madu, listen, sliding DMs all day. You're going to need a little bit more work than that. Okay? Go back and watch the whole stream. Not starting with you today, Money Madu. Not even starting with you today. So anyways, you guys, this is your girl, Erica, Classy Climb Blog. I'll probably upload this over to YouTube or something if it saves this time. But again, let's build that relationship. Let's build that rapport. You're going to need some change. You're going to need some growth. You're not just going to hop in somebody's DM and they give you a miracle answer in 2 clicks. That don't make no sense. Come on now. Later, you guys.